Oh boy. There's the fan whirling, twirling, twirling, twirling towards freedom. And there's the other fan doing the same as always. I am on my bed trying to stock up on colds. I am non-shirted, so I don't want. Oh, jeez. You'll have to forgive the change in camera perspective if you watch this, which you're not. People other than virtual self, future self. It feels so comfy just laying down. You should try it. Gurgen. Yeah. So according to my parallel theory, the next thing we're in for is a spike in crime and the rise of cults. But cults are new wave spiritualities. But I tend to dismiss the cult thing simply because we didn't have the precipitating factor that would have been associated with the cult thing, which was for the 60s the drug stuff and the civil rights and women's sex revolution thing. So I tend to more dismiss that unless the Bible Belt church thing kind of disintegrates and a lot of the churches in the Bible Belt just go the way of the dinosaur, and the young people in the Bible Belt just kind of say, yeah, mom and dad, I'm just not going to church ever. And the mamas and the papas say, you know what, a church isn't offering anything to me either anymore, because they're kind of packs of lies. They've been telling me, Republicans are this and Democrats are that. They've been saying this and saying that. And basically, if everybody in mass just starts abandoning Christianity, then there's going to be they're going to want to fill that hole with something. They're going to want to fill that circle-shaped hole with a circle-shaped peg with they're not going to want to stuff something that's different in that hole. I'm talking about the older people. The younger people will not have that need, but the older people will want to cram something similar in there, and so they'll probably be more drawn to a new spiritual medium. But that's why I tend to discount the whole cult thing. But the way things are going, I think we could see new crime stuff happening, especially because they're going to be, it looks more and more like they are deporting more and more. They're deporting more and more immigrants, which means the jobs that immigrants do, especially undocumented ones, apparently are, all that stuff's going to not be done, which means no one's going to be doing the job because I don't really see I don't see unemployed white men scrubbing toilets and doing very low pay construction work and lawn jobs. I don't see them filling the gap of that extremely low pay work anytime soon. And so I see a rise in crime. I don't think by any means it's going to be a one-to-one replacement, but if it's a, a 2, 3, 5% replacement of that, then there's going to be a big problem. If 1 out of 20, that's going to be, a big problem. And you keep deporting immigrants, soon enough, sooner or later, you're just not going to be able to blame the crime on Latino people, because, how can you blame the crime on Latino people when no one is getting raped by Latino people? There simply isn't. And Republicans are like, oh, finally, look. In 3 months, there we go. Yay. We have one finally. Let's deport him. Oh, he's a natural born citizen. Hey, what is he? He's a college grad. Oh, I looked bad. It's like, oh, no. That doesn't exactly fit the mold. All this, you get towards the harder and harder ones, and I think I'm getting my boobs in the picture. And and that kind of. I just looked at them. They look more and more like women titties. Ugh, it's getting harder. And ugh, with this heat, it's just like. Ugh. The only easy thing to move around is my feet, not even the toes, just the actual feet. I feel like moving my brain to think words is even getting struggling. It's just like, ugh. And on top of that, it's like, okay, I want to sleep. No, that's not helping either. I just can't do it. But yeah. At some point, they're just really going to be scraping the bottom of the barrel of these Latinos, and then, like, what are you going to do? Because you're going to have to, then they're going to have to, like, try and switch the message. Oh, look, it's the, what? The Southeast Asians? Yeah, we got to get rid of these Chinese immigrants, these Eastern Europeans. All of them are Russian and Chinese spies or something. They're going to start making up some. They have to switch boogeymen then. Have to find a new target to start deporting. I mean, they'll probably switch to Middle Eastern people first. But honestly, I'm in Texas now. That's going to be a little bit more difficult of a sell, I think, because the two closest convenience stores here are run by, I don't think they're Middle Eastern people, but they're like people from India-ish, the India area. I don't know exactly where that is, but, you know, it's close enough to India. I don't know, India, they're brown people, but they're not like South America brown. They're, you know, that kind of brown people. I don't fucking know. I know it sounds very ignorant, and it is, but, you know, whatever. They're that kind of brown people. They're either Middle Eastern brown or they're Indian subcontinent type of brown. And probably first generation, but they're not terrorists. They're business owners. Very nice people. And if you deport them, white people ain't gonna do that job, because both of those people that own those places, they work. I know the guy right by here. He owns the place, and he works 12 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, and he has, I don't know, his 2 or 3 brothers that fill in the rest of the hours of the weeks. So, you know, those kind of brown people, they, I mean, they are workhorses with their own businesses, and, you know, work out that calculation. 12 times 7, that's 70. And 7 times 2, 14, 84 hours a week. Every week. No vacation days. The dude's here on Christmas, New Year's, 4th of July, 84 hours a week. And, it's not like it's $1 billion business or anything like that. Those places, I'm sure he does good business and everything. It's profitable. If he runs the business until maybe he sells it off to one of his relatives and stuff. He'll be good, but he will be 84 hours a week or more. Sometimes the guy does have to open to close and then come in and open. I've done that before. I've worked in a gas station and I've worked almost open to close and then come in and open. That is horrible. I mean, ugh. And I'm talking about I did that like once. And that is just a horrible thing to do. Absolutely horrible. That was just me covering for someone too. I was just like, it's just to work a 16-hour day and then come in and work another 8 hours. Fuck that. Jeez. But if you think that's the way you want to run a country, by getting rid of the people that do all the work that you don't want to do, if you think you want to build a pyramid without the bottom level of the pyramid, then, by all means, go ahead and try. See how that works out for you. I want to see how that works out, because I'm going to be mystified if it works. Truly, I'll be astonished if that son of a bitch stands. Yeah. I would try. I don't know. Maybe I won't try to get up. Maybe I'll just end this thing. And I don't know. Is it gonna rain? Try and get a nap in. Done. There's a fan again. Boobs.